Talk about a beautiful way to wrap up the week here for SoFi stock. Guys, we're up another 3.5%, pushing $9 per share. And by the looks of it, man, it looks like it wants to break over $9. So we have to go over the charts, my thoughts, of course, what I'm looking to do. But first, guys, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. We're almost at 40,000 subs. And if you want some free money, get up to 15 stocks for a moo with at least a $100 deposit. And for now, your uninvested cash will earn up to 8.1% APY, which, guys, that's a no-brainer. So again, check out that link down below or go to stocksurfs.com/moo. And with that being said, cheers. Let's dive right into the video. So, man, this thing just keeps on going, up another 3.5%, and we almost hit $9 per share about an hour ago. And by the way, it's currently about 1:15 p.m. on the East Coast. And look, with that move to about $9 an hour ago, we took out the highs from yesterday on SoFi stock, and on the 5-day, well, we took out the highs from the entire week, which means the gains, the string of green days right now are continuing. And of course, we could always sell off later and maybe go red. I don't think that's going to happen, but we still have 2-3 hours left of trading, so that is a possibility. But as of now, man, it sure looks like it doesn't want to go red, and the bulls might take this thing over $9, dare I say, today. We'll see how it goes, guys. I'm freaking pumped. So throughout this entire week, well, let's just say since last Friday, SoFi is up almost, actually, it is up $1 per share, or about 13%. And a lot of that gain came, well, today. And I think last Friday we had a big day as well. I think we went up 7%. 8% last Friday. So talk about back-to-back Fridays, guys, of seeing SoFi stock crushing it, right? So we're pushing $9 now, which on the 10-day chart, you can see the breakout as well. 20-day, you name it, we're ripping. I mean, with today's move, now we're really solidifying the breakout above the highs from around a month ago, more like 3 weeks ago. From the 19th of September, we hit about 850. So with today's move, like I said, we're really breaking out of that point. And now on the 4-hour time frame, we can see we're gunning for the highs here, right? The highs on the 4-hour chart are right around, well, we have two specific points I want to mention, which you guys probably have seen, but we're doing an update pretty much daily here on SoFi, guys, because, again, it's been catching fire. Momentum is building up, and it's about dang time. We've been talking about this stock on the channel for about a year now, ever since I got invested into the company. And, it's let's be honest, it's had a rough 2023, or I keep thinking it's not 2023, guys. Well, I guess it did have a rough 2023, but also a rough 2024 thus far. But it looks like it's trying to break out heading into the end of the year, which I'm all for it. I'm here for it, guys. We've been calling it out. And look, we're now clearly out of 850. No problem. We broke out of that point. No problem. Now we're filling the gap to $9 to about $9.15, which was the high from this time period right here, being from the end of February, early March. So that's where it looks like in the short term SoFi wants to go. Then if we break out of 915 to 920, then we're going to be at a fresh high on the year, which I think is possible. It's in the cards before the end of the year. I really do think that's possible here, guys, which we hit $9.45 in the end of January. So, yeah, I think especially depending on earnings, we could go to $9.50 this year, maybe towards $10 per share. But I don't know. Judging on the last couple of earnings reports, guys, SoFi stock has not reacted too positively, which I don't know. That to me is a bit worrisome heading into this earnings report. Sure, it could be different. They could crush earnings and the stock could shoot up like crazy. I'm hoping that happens. But judging on the last couple of reports, we got to keep it real here, guys. I got to give it to you straight. We have dumped over the last two reports. You can see if I zoom in here, last time they reported earnings, we actually ran up pretty nicely into earnings. Then we reported them. Boom. Right after that, we dumped off about $2 per share, or about 25%, right? That was back in July, I think. Late July, early August, that time period. We saw a huge dump off in the stock after it ran up into earnings, and we saw it do the same thing in April. You guys can see in April, we were at $7. We then ran to about $8 and 15 cents heading into earnings. Boom, earnings came out, then we dumped all the way down to the mid sixes. So that was a drop of around 20% after earnings. You gotta keep it real, or I gotta keep it real here on the channel and make you guys aware of what could happen. And even here, back in January, we saw a huge pop after earnings, positive reaction, but it didn't last. You guys can see we tried breaking out of $10. This is where that $9.45 high comes from. Then we dumped all the way down to about $7.50. So a $2 drop after this earnings, or that earnings from January, right? So hopefully, we've had a string of bad earnings reactions. Odds are turning in the favor of us maybe having a positive earnings reaction, right? We've had 3 bad ones in a row. Hopefully now, with earnings at the end of the month, maybe we get a huge spike. Potentially. It could happen. It all comes down, of course, to the forward-looking guidance. That's what stocks really pay attention to during earnings, or shall I say investors and traders that comprise stocks, that are owners of stocks, right? So, yeah, guys, I mean, it could really go either way. But in the short term, before earnings, it looks like momentum is building up. I'm just worried, if we get way overbought heading into earnings, let's say we push 9.20, mid-9s even before earnings, that would be priced to perfection. The stock would be priced to perfection, and that could potentially set us up for a sell-off post-earnings, or maybe earnings are just so strong, guidance is so good, that even if we're overbought, we go higher after earnings. I don't know, though. I don't know. So in the meantime, guys, of course, we're going to do more updates on Sofi, and I'm going to be monitoring it. Honestly, I think if it goes $9, $9.15, which I think that's where we're trending in the short term, I wouldn't be surprised if we got some sort of pullback even before earnings. I really think that could be what plays out here. We pop a little bit more, then we get an earnings or a pre-earnings retracement, which could be setting us up for an earnings breakout. Again, if they crush earnings, guidance comes in strong. So what do you guys think about that? I'm curious. Where's your head at right now with Sofi? For me, I'm still long. Obviously, I'm holding on. I'm not selling any more shares, or not even selling anymore. I never sold any shares. I'm not buying anymore, right? I'm not buying any more shares at this point. I'm not selling either. I'm just simply holding on, right? So, yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Smash that like button. Do not forget to subscribe. We're almost at 40,000 subs, guys. And check out the Patreon. If you guys want to see me build out my Patreon portfolio, you want more access to me throughout the day, throughout the week, and you want to be a part of the Discord and get my charts and ideas throughout the week, all of that's on Patreon. Link down below in the comment section. I'll pin it, and in the description box. And, guys, you're going to want to be in there. We're building out this portfolio. We're crushing the market in that portfolio. So go check it out. Link down below. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you guys in the next video.